What we doing? Let's do Love Line real quick.
Love line.
Yeah.
All right.
Love Line. This is the part of the show where RG gives us a letter that we got from a listener. I mean, a listener or a viewer, and she reads it, and we give them advice on what they should do. RG, what you got?
Okay, so here we go. I recently found out that my husband of 7 years have been cheating on me. We've been having issues, arguing, and he cheated before. I was waiting. That's why I took a pause. I was waiting. And he cheated on me before we were married. I tried to get in his phone when he was in the shower. He had been acting different, and something told me to check. A couple of days later, I checked his laptop, and his texts were synced. He's been dealing with this girl for about a year. They have been living like a double life. When I confronted him, he is more mad that I read his messages. He's tried to justify cheating by saying sex with me is boring. He said we only do it one way and in the bed. He's never said this to me before, and it's no excuse. How can we go back to normal after this? How do I leave after 7 years?
Cold world. Since we got a guest, let's start with fam. What's your advice for this young lady?
First of all, you should leave. You should leave. Because you going through his phone, and then you went through his laptop. Like, damn, you went through the phone, then the laptop. And I feel like when it get to that point, you know something ain't right. She said he was changing, he was different. But to be honest, the man kept it real when
he said sex is boring.
But you keeping it real after you did the act.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. He was wrong for after the fact, but yo, listen, sex with you is boring. One way in the bed. Each one you got them, yo. We ain't gotta listen. As I get older, I understand how this works.
Okay.
More and more. Like, ain't nobody perfect. Nobody's perfect, but you got to communicate with your partner. I'm sure this nigga has once or twice or more than once when they was in the bed having sex in the bed. I'm sure this nigga made a comment or just shit. But all right, well, come on. Like you sitting there acting like you don't notice. You know, in the bed we got. Come on, babe, let's get on the floor. Nah, the bed.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, the bed.
No, the bed. He said one way in the bed. He might be trying to switch.
Like you get on top.
Yeah.
Put
So
your
you
face
got
on the
pillow, lady. Like that's selfish. Like if you with this man, you gotta expect this man to, and you don't want this man to cheat or to be with nobody else. You gotta satisfy him, and vice versa. So if you really think in your mind that you've been with this nigga 7 years and y'all only did it one way in the bed, what you think? Like, I don't listen, whoever you are, I'm not saying you deserve to get cheated on. I'm like, damn.
But you are saying it.
No. Yeah, listen.
But I understand. You don't deserve it, but I understand.
Yes, listen. You did this to yourself. I don't think you deserve it, but you done this to yourself. Am I lying? Come on, bro.
It's the same thing. He's not
No,
saying
you did it to yourself.
but you did it to yourself. That's the same thing.
Yeah, you're right. You deserve to get cheated on, lady. I tried to dress it up. Listen, the dude was wrong for deceiving you and going behind your back. And
if
all
he
that
wasn't
stuff.
happy, why couldn't he leave?
Right, he should have left.
Men don't leave. That's why.
Men leave, but you're right. Like
women file for 70.
Like very rarely do dudes leave.
Some do.
Like,
30% do.
You know the percentage.
He studies human nature, fam. You didn't get that? He studies human nature.
How did you arrive at that number, Green?
Yeah.
How did you get to 30%?
No, man.
Green, how did you get to 30%?
How did you get to 30%? Not 40, not 29.
You can Google this fact. That's a fact.
You can Google.
Please Google it, fam.
Google who files for divorce, men or women.
No, that is not what. That's
I ain't talking about divorce. I'm talking about.
Oh,
well, you said leave, I guess.
Pat, She-Ball's Pat Richardson said, "Let her bore me." So I know he bored his head.
That's what I'm saying. She thought he didn't want sympathy. No, lady, like you got to wake up. 7 years in the bed one way. He didn't even say, "Look, we just doing." It ain't like the man was like, "Yo, I tried to do it in the car. We tried to go in the doctor anywhere." None of that. This nigga said, "In the bed one way," and you gonna act surprised? Cause he like, come on. No, I can't ride with you. I can't ride with you.
So what's your advice for her, fam?
Leave.
You say she's got to leave. Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, it's probably too late for you.
It's not that easy to leave after 7 years.
No, of course. Listen, I'm not saying just it's gonna be easy for you, man. But the ultimate thing, advice for you is to leave. You should leave. And
right,
do a taste of something else. You done been on the floor. Like, you unless you're ready to do that.
But what about the next man she get with? She's gonna be boring for him too.
Then she gonna get them 7 years down the line. She gonna get I don't know. Hopefully you learn from this. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, and listen, you sneaking in his phone
and his laptop.
His laptop. I didn't even know
his work jank. Like they got work on it.
Yeah, like you in it. If you sneaking around, you know something ain't right. You said he was acting different. No, I'm acting different. I'm acting different. Like, man, listen,
I'm getting late.
Man, like all right. I hate when they act like they don't know what they talking.
He was acting different. He was twinkling his toes. He happy.
That nigga was mad.
He laid a pipe on a regular too, probably.
Look, that said he was already gone. He been gone. You need to package it and call Tyrone, but you can't use my phone.
All right, Green, what you think?
Oh Lord.
Okay, Green, what you got?
Green.
To answer her question, what you need to do, she needs to leave immediately. But I have to let her know this, that just like Fam said, I'm pretty sure he tried to suggest other sexual positions or other sexual stuff, and she denied him. I'm willing to bet my kids on that. Because like I'm willing to bet anything. No man is gonna not express that, and then you know what I mean. How they even get married, I don't know. But anyway,
we can't even help that, cuz we can't help not trying to do some other shit. Right. Your girl get up and walk to the bathroom. You in the bed. You can't help it. Your legs and shit get up on their own.
What?
You gotta touch it.
Like so, why does she needs to?
She didn't even say this before you go, Green.
Go ahead.
She didn't even say, well, damn, he always trying to do it somewhere else. He's trying to do this. And she didn't even say none of that. She just said that because he want to be in the bed. Nah, get out of here. Bye.
Right.
This drinks for you, lady.
She done pissed you off now. First she was on her side.
She done pissed Fam off. She done pissed Fam off.
7 years of this man's life up.
So you don't see nothing wrong. How did the one that wrote the letter with the problem become the one in trouble? Like, so he didn't do nothing wrong.
We need to talk to him. We need to talk to him. He the one with the problem. We need to talk to him.
Yes.
I bet his letter way longer than hers. Right. And I bet you I relate.
What does letter say, fam? What does letter say?
The nigga like, yo, Valentine come around again. She want to be in the bed again. She want to do it this way again. Another Valentine's Day. That's two. Another Valentine. New Year's, my birthday. Christmas. After going to a concert. We had a nice dinner.
No birthday head.
We went to see Keith Sweat and Jodeci. Right.
Come on. Yo, again. I don't even like this bed no more. I don't even want to sleep on this shit. Yeah, he acting different. You know what's going through that man's mind and body. Yeah. He's losing it over there. And whoever he decided to step out with, I bet won't nothing. He probably ain't like, you push the man over there.
He probably don't even look as good.
No.
It don't matter.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what it was. It was one of them work booze. That's what got him.
Right.
That's what get people like that. When you ain't doing everything at home, it'd be the work wife.
When it work, right.
You looking good. Cause listen, the work person only see you a couple hours a day at your best. You got your nice outfit on, cool, you're you're on your best behavior at work.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time for him to complain about that shit.
Y'all taking breaks at the same time.
Yeah, you're taking breaks.
That's the thing you gotta watch.
Yo, you like General Hospital too? Let's watch the story. Sit down. Yeah, I know you. I know your husband. your wife happy at home. Yeah, I wish I was getting what?
Right, and I encourage fellas to talk to your woman on her breaks.
Next thing you know, she bringing him lunch. She didn't cook the meal. She bringing him lunch.
Right, I
had some extra. I thought I'd bring you some.
Yeah, look at RG. Yeah,
I heard you like Salisbury steak, so I cooked some and I brought it to you today. Yeah.
Every time that happens,
steak and mashed potatoes.
You know how ugly his bed look. Every time he leave and that happens to him, he gonna get off work going in. I gotta go in this motherfucker. Look at this fucking bed. And she wants to live. She probably thinks she's doing something. Like, yeah, come on. No.
What if she doesn't have a freaky side? Every female is not freaky.
Wrong.
Okay, look, Green answer that.
Go ahead, Green.
That's where you're wrong. Every woman has a freaky side for the right dude. Not only she needs to leave, she never liked that man. Period.
Okay.
Here we go.
Never loved him. Not even loved. She never liked him. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm a segue.
You gotta break that down, Green.
Wendy Williams gave Method Man a bath. The first time, the only time she slept with him.
Wendy was high. I'm pretty sure if she.
What is that?
Wendy was high of cocaine though, bro.
So tell her she should take some cocaine.
High enough.
Yeah, she need to take some cocaine.
But right. She need to do something.
Yeah.
If she ain't changing positions, I'm pretty sure she never gave him a bath. But what I'm saying is, she never liked that man. Because if it was a man she viewed in that way, she would change positions, even if that wasn't even her natural self. She gonna do whatever that nigga say he want her to do. Mm-hmm. If she's into him, she never liked dude. She never was attracted to him. She never liked him at all.
But like RG say, suppose she's just girl who not really sexual or freaky like that. She may think that look, me sleeping with him is
turn into that woman. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. A woman will morph into whatever she needs to be if she views that man in a high enough light. Period. Wendy Williams will morph
into a whole different person, like a super character.
A woman will change who she is for a nigga. She will change her whole shit. That's what she's wired to do. She never liked that nigga. She never liked him.
She made. Now this is we don't know a lot of information, but there are women who don't. They shit like they would never fucking. It never crossed their mind to just do some in the outside.
Right, freaky. There's a lot of women who are not freaks. Like a lot.
The right nigga, she's gonna do anything.
I don't agree with that.
No, bro.
I promise you.
I don't agree with that.
No.
If it's the right nigga and he makes her feel a certain way, she will do anything.
So Green, Green, let me ask you this. Since you have all of the statistics. Hold on, RG. Let me ask this. Hold on. So Green, let me ask you this. What is the probability, since you have all of the statistics, what's the probability of her running into the right nigga to have her do all of those things? What's the probability of her running into a man who would have her ready to do all those things?
In 2021, it's unlikely because she won't do that initially. Like you got to build up to get her to do that. And if she's like that with her husband, it probably takes a very long time to get her to that point. And in 2021, everyone's tolerance is very, very, very short because everybody got too many options. She's pretty much dead in the water. So she needs to wake up. You know what I mean? She needs to change her state of mind. She's done out here. She's dead.
So hold on. There's no right guy for this woman.
Right. So all men want sex. All men want sex in different ways. There's not a man who is just okay with missionary.
Right.
Yeah. This nigga's out here like
that. No. There's probably a man that's okay with missionary, but
then there's a man for her.
There's a man for her.
Yeah, I guess as far as
sexually,
that goes.
That missionary man may not meet her other needs though.
Well, on her Tinder bio, she just needs to put, "I only like missionary."
No, that's real. It's funny, but it's real. And nigga get involved, he knows what it is.
He knows what it is.
Get
involved.
And that's why I said, well, how did they even get married is what I'm wondering. Like,
why did you marry her? Why did you marry her? Was she a freak before? She might have been a freak before.
She couldn't have been a freak.
Listen. In some cases, they've been together 7 years.
Well, she might be older.
You ain't the same person you was 7 years ago. Like, dude might in the beginning, missionary. He probably just happy to have some type of sex.
True. Maybe he was
He,
fine.
That's
true. You right. Yeah, you could be
on
on
down the line, he was like, "Yo, I seen this shit on TV. I seen this shit in the back of the JC Penney's catalog. Look, listen,
and I'm getting it now.
yeah, like hold on, listen."
But 7 years is his limit. He reached his limit. I did it for 7 years.
Yo, that man wanted to get caught. He got sloppy and
he was bold enough to tell her, like, he mad that I'm mad you found that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it because you sucking bad. Like,
and if a nigga is cold that to you, it's time to go.
Oh yeah, that's
cold. RG, let me ask you this. RG, what advice? RG, what advice do you have for women or this woman who is having problems because you are the fiance and you have mastered the craft of capturing a man and keeping him satisfied? Apparently, I don't know how. What advice do you? And this is real advice for women who may not have the ability in the bed.
Been in relationships for over 30 years, so I am an expert and qualified.
That's half your life, my nigga.
To give her advice. So when I'm speaking from experience and my expertise, and I'm willing to share it with the world. You can tell Pharrell this also.
I was just thinking about it. I'm gonna tell him that.
So what I would tell her is to think about leaving him.
No.
You said it first, Negro. You
think about it.
Just do it.
Go find that one man who likes
that. I mean, it's hard. It's still a pandemic. We don't know if one of them lost their job during COVID. Where's she supposed to move to? What if they got kids? Who can just pack up?
No, you're right.
I do missionary. I'm gonna pack up and move.
You just made me think of something else though. If that's the case, and we don't know, if it's a situation where COVID affected their jobs or whatever, so that means they've been in the house, they be close to each other way more, and your ass still want the bed.
So why don't we suggest?
Can I offer a theory real quick?
I didn't even give mine. Go ahead, why don't I suggest that you go to Pornhub, watch a couple of videos, and reenact what you see. Shock them. While he laying on the bed, maybe he's. You just put your hand in that boxer, and shock them, and just go off on them.
That's the advice you give.
Save your marriage. Save your marriage. Fight for your marriage first.
You know what? You're right. My fault.
I want to offer something. And no one has said this, and this just came to me. If she is the type of woman who only will do missionary, is it safe to say that he ain't getting laid all the time? He's not getting laid on a regular basis.
She doesn't
He's
like him.
probably only getting laid once every month and a half.
She doesn't like him.
That's safe to say. And you know, like what's going on with a man, like you know what's happening to them. Like that's torture. That should be illegal.
It is. It's mentally bad for the man. You know what I mean?
Yo,
for him to
to her. She said he's never expressed this.
Hated her at that point.
Yeah, so that is his fault. I was about to say that his fault is he never expressed it. So he got to wear this. You know what I'm saying? He got to wear it. If you ain't never seen that,
he wouldn't have expressed it to her 6 years ago.
Yeah,
he should have been said that.
So yeah, it's just as much on him. He waited 7 years to just explode.
Yeah,
you know I mean, literally when she
literally, right.
He waited 7 years, but I'm just saying.
Since he met her.
A man with a just regular person, you cannot go that long without doing some shit that's like you wouldn't even like. There's no way he never expressed that. He may never been this direct. Like, yo,
I wonder where he met the girl at. I wonder where he met the girl. Like you said, was it a fancy?
He met her on the bed, the bathroom. He was in the bed when he met the like. Listen.
Well, and you know what? And I'm thinking he even probably, you know how guys get, take the lead and they put you in the position they want you in, like you're on top, then he flips you over and then he flips you back over. I'm sure she's probably like, no.
Tell us more, RG. Tell us more. How does it go?
Right, but no,
hold on. How does it go, RG? I'm trying to flip you over. And what happens?
She don't like
what position? Shut up. Green, shut up. RG, he flips you over and then what happens? What's the
So your behind. Fuck out of here.
Look, she would have came home and we wouldn't have had no bed. That shit gone. Damn,
We don't need one. We ain't doing that. We don't need it.
You gonna never believe it. I came home, the bed was gone. Somebody said, "What is this?"
They robbed us in the bed.
Right. Now what we gonna do?
They take nothing else but the bed.
It's just in the bed. The box spring in the bed.
TV, phone, the whole stack of money on the dresser.
Yeah, everything's on the TV. Everything's still here. The PlayStation 5, everything. The bed is gone.
Just
You
in
ain't
the
gonna need it. Now come on home. Let's talk about this. You know, so just shit on him too. The bed would have been gone. I don't want no bed.
They both to blame.
It's on you too, lady.
Oh man! All right. So once again, the love line that we have failed to.
You didn't say what you do Showtime.
Yeah, you didn't say. What you think, bro?
Yeah, I think she got to go. Like once you get to that point where you're going through his phone and going through his laptop and all of that stuff, you got to go. Like, because it ain't no trust there. He's never gonna trust you. You never gonna trust him. So y'all might as well just go your separate ways. 7 years down the drain.
But if he becomes freaky, they might can save their marriage.
Yeah, true.
You gotta get that trust back though. You gotta get that trust back.
Yeah,
it depends on how. If
saying is correct, there's a chance, but I would just.
There's a chance.
She's better off moving on, and he is too. There's a but like that. I'm a gambler, man, so you're more likely to find happiness elsewhere at this point.
You've also been divorced twice, so that is something.
Yeah,
right.
You're better off
finding happiness elsewhere. Exactly.
He crapped out twice.
Yeah, we know you believe in that.
Exactly.
Happiness elsewhere. Yeah, you're a man of your word, Green.
Look, that's one thing about Green. He don't mind getting left by no woman because they believe him quick.
Green.
My daddy
and he put an X on the girl's face.
Remember, Gucci Man said on the record, I was taught that when I was fucking 15. Yeah.
What was you taught?
Girls are like buses. Remember, Gucci Man said on the record, girls are like buses. There's one coming every fucking 20 minutes, nigga.
Go shoot man.
Yeah,
you cold, boy. You cold on the hook.
He is. He's
Don't worry.
Green. Yo, listen. Green would post a woman. He would post a picture with him and two girls with big ass X's on their face. And say no validation. I said, gosh, almighty. Green slim, iceberg green. You be smiling hard as two X's on the girls. I was like, yo, I'm thinking to myself, like, what do these women say like when they see this? Then you have Green be like, X on the girl. So I'm like, yo, this nigga is crazy. No validation. In red. Man. And then I'm like, yo, somebody really killed my man. You crazy, bro.
No validation in red. Green, do you want to give him the logic of why you don't show their face?
Man, please.
Oh man, because the mistakes I made. You know what I mean? I've learned. When you learn, you make mistakes. You learn.
Okay.
Every single time any man married or single, if every time you post a picture that woman online, she loses attraction to you. I don't give a fuck who you are.
You hear this?
Family?
You hear this?
I said every time you do it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say don't do it, especially if you're married. I'm not gonna say don't do it.
No, I'm listening. So, but every time you do
it, right there you go. It goes down some. Every time you do it,
okay,
you give her more validation, and the woman, unfortunately, it makes her feel like, why is he put me on a pedestal? A woman wants to feel like you can do better than her at all times. She wants to feel like huh?
What book are you getting this information from, bro?
I can when we get off.
This is
once we hang up, I can message you different audiobooks to check out. And you can check out.
Please, let me tell you something.
Okay.
Green sends me 3 DMs a day of YouTube Red Pill Society stuff. I never watched the video.
Sometimes actually does because he's quoting Red Pill people.
He's a part of the cult. They're called Red Pill and they're cult.
Showtime is quoting some people, which is fine. You don't got. He's married, so he shouldn't admit it.
I gotta get
Jennifer Carr. That is my point. He tells me about women when I'm a woman, and he's never been one. So you can't tell me what women do.
You got a point. You've been here, but you've never been one.
I like that.
I've been
I like
with.
that.
So I'm still over you. I'm one and
listen to what she just said. She's been with and she's won. You can't beat that.
You can't beat that.
No, listen, so Green, listen.
Hold on. Hold on, fam. Hold on. Before you get to that, you never confessed on the show.
The whole last week we talked about it.
She has confessed on the show before. She definitely has confessed.
Remember we did this?
Oh yeah, I've definitely caught. Yeah.
She definitely confessed. Okay, Green, go ahead.
Green, though, listen. You started 100%. New girl, I meet her. Hey, what's up, baby? I'm at 100.
Right.
Go out. We have a ball. We love each other. We have, not love each other. We just having a ball. We having a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Once I post her, my score goes down.
Mm-hmm.
In her mind, she said, "Yo, okay, this dude.
Why are you putting me on a pedestal? I don't like you no more."
Let me give you the exceptions to the rule. Now,
okay,
she's posting. You can do it now. If she's posting you online excessively, like for every 4 times she does it, you could do one. You know what I mean? Like if she's doing it a lot, now it's like okay, she needs to care about her. You know what I mean?
It's too much. It's too much math involved to be a red pill person. I can't figure this all out.
You know what I'm saying? She needs to be doing it more than you. If you're gonna go that route, she needs to be doing it more than you, like a whole lot more than you.
Whole lot more. At least 4 to 1.
Huh?
4 to 1.
And I'm doing it first too. I'm saying everything is specific for a reason, and there's no one that can fucking combat what I'm saying. That's the funny thing about it.
So listen, you learned
now, if that's the route a nigga wants to go, which is fine. If she's posting you online all the time, you got to throw her a bone at this point because if you don't, now she won't feel like you give a fuck about her. That's different. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this though.
Every fucking week, you can do once a month. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But if she don't post, she not posting you, don't post her. Or if she posting you once every 6 months, you don't post her at all.
What about couples that's not online?
If they don't have any social media, period?
Yeah.
What do you mean? They're not on social media. What do you mean?
Yeah, how do they keep score? Like, how do we not validate? How do we keep them from not thinking that we put them on the pedestal? Oh, so the social media
is bad, period, for your relationship. But if they're not, actually, that's good for your relationship if neither one of you are there. You know what I mean? Technically, but
okay. Hey, we gotta do
this online. That's actually a lot better.
So what Fam said earlier, Green, you haven't answered. What do the chicks that you post in these pictures with their face crossed out have to say about them being non-validated?
Yes,
they know they know what it is.
No,
so they don't have.
They have the real photos. They have the real
Can they post it? Are they allowed to post it on their page?
If they feel like it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know the rules. I'm just asking.
Yeah, we're trying to learn. So this is more about your page.
And that's why I said if she wants to post you online every day, at this point now you have to post her a little bit. Because if she keeps posting,
why do you have to
post her? Now she gonna feel like he doesn't don't like me. You know what I mean?
You care about what she say. You think first you think you're on the pedestal.
Well, let me rephrase that. If you like her, you're gonna care about if she like you. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you don't care nothing about her, don't worry about it. But
okay.
You know what I mean? But like, if you like the girl and she's posting you on her page every week, you have to throw a bone on social media too.
A bone.
She's gonna start feeling like, okay, like the nigga don't like me.
This nigga really thinks he's spitting the gospel.
It would never be wrong. I wouldn't even speak on it. I have my own data collection on it. Go ahead.
You should write a book, man.
Eventually I will, but I want to collect even more data. I need it to be fine.
Oh, you need more data?
I need more data.
You need more data?
I need more personal data. But I want more, you know what I mean?
Will you get married again?
No, never. Hell no, never.
Why?
Never. And I don't encourage any man to ever get married ever, period. Especially in this era, I don't encourage any man. I mean, rich girl, that's my people's. For the woman, like I got nieces. Hey, I want them. The woman.
Nobody else is. Nobody in this podcast is married.
To get married.
I'm married.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Everyone is married other than Green.
Green, you don't know. Yeah,
He's been married
listen,
like
this is my thing. Like, if you don't want to get married or you don't like marriage, I get it. But you just be sounding so.
No. When I said I don't like marriage, it's because the way the laws are set up, and I know what it does to a woman's attraction to you. It automatically lowers it.
That's
because you
true,
just told her, I don't want to be with anybody except you. You took away her competition anxiety. You took away her thoughts that you really might want to be might get with another girl.
RG, do you feel less attracted? RG, do you feel less attracted to your fiance now that you all are engaged?
I am so in love. So in love. I feel more in love.
So is it possible, Green, that you just had two of the wrong women?
I'm thinking that.
Maybe, fam, I collect data. I've done literally over 100 interviews. I'm not just going off me. I would never get on.
But Green,
interviews with married women and married couples.
Yes, married men, divorced men mostly.
Being in the club where people are drinking and loud music is playing does not count as an interview, Green.
Married women that cheat, married men that cheat. I have data, real data.
This is not scientific data.
You have three people. You have two people that's married, and you have a person that's engaged. There's 3 out of 4 right here that's happy. You saying you get all the data from people that's,
Say, I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
You have 3 people other than yourself on this show right now.
Take a bill.
Yeah, that's right. 2 married, 1 happily engaged. So why don't you listen to us? We're talking. You rather get data from divorcees and married
bitter people.
They're not bitter.
They're mad. They're divorced.
Let's be honest. None of y'all can ever get online and say any errors in your relationship. You can't. You're married. You can't, even if you want.
You can't.
I've been married. You can't get online and say that. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with your shit. I'm just saying you couldn't if you wanted to.
What? You can't do what?
I can't take data from you.
I don't understand. What do you think?
He said you can't get online and give errors about your relationship.
So that means you only want
things that you have problems with.
You only want to why this is data right here.
Well, I don't think that's untrue, because I've told you many times that where we are now, we had to build up. We've been together 17 years, and we had to work towards where we are, where we're not arguing, where we're actually happy, and it's not just for social media, where we literally don't argue, where home is our peace. This has not always been. So if we're honest about our relationship, we'll tell you my mouth was reckless. I was fussing. I, had a slick tongue. But these are things I had to learn. I had to learn how to be a good girlfriend. I had to learn what to do and what not to do. And within these 17 years, I've learned. And we've got a good relationship. So I'm telling you the truth of my relationship. That's data.
Okay. That's data. You don't want that type of data. You just want the
I'll take her data. I'll take her data.
Are you gonna log that
write it down right quick?
So Green, here's the thing about collecting data. When you say that, number one, it can't be accurate because you have to ask people the same question under the same circumstances. You can't just say, "Oh, are you unhappy with your marriage? How many times have you cheated with that nigga? How many times have you done?" You can't do that. That's just conversations.
It has to be anonymous. Like no one. It has to be where the person is going to be fully comfortable being 100% honest.
And what type of anonymous data have you taken?
100%. She just said it. 100%.
How honest can I be? You want me to tell you he was Ike-Tina? He was take down my throat.
No. You ain't gotta do that.
I didn't see you lying or anything like that.
No, I'm saying he wants it to be gritty. He don't want the real. He don't want the truth. He wants it to be
Green
over the top,
nuts,
horrible.
He's my man, but he's crazy. Listen, he's crazy, man. He's really crazy. Yo, do y'all understand? I know I said it already. This man would take a picture with his arm around 2 women with the biggest Kool-Aid smile on his face, and the women got 2 big X's on theirs, and he would say no validation. Alpha male. For a minute he was going off on alpha. He just watched like 300 or something. Like he's crazy.
Death to the beta male. That's what you say.
Death to the beta. Beta male. Because you're a beta. I'm like, yo, somebody really scorned
It'll
my
be
man.
a better society if everyone did what they actually wanted to do. If women actually just pursued men they viewed as alpha males, that's not every man, it's not saying me. Men they viewed as alpha males, whether he has other girls or not, and not just find a guy that, oh, he'll tell me I'll just want to be with you, and even though he wants to fuck everybody on earth. It will be a way better society because all the alpha males, the men that the men that those women view as alpha males, will be reproducing with the best men, and the guys that are weak, don't have any ambition, they won't be reproducing. We'll have a better society. It's deep. It's so deep. I can literally talk about this for 12 hours.
We will not allow you to talk about anything.
Let me ask you this before we go too crazy. What's the definition of alpha male? Like, what exactly is an alpha male?
That's in that woman. That's in the woman's opinion. Period. If the woman views that man as higher value than her, technically he's an alpha male. To
so
that woman,
it's all relative then.
Huh?
It's all relative.
Yes.
So I'm lost.
But no.
I'm just about to.
Now,
you can't have scientific data when everything is all relative.
I'm about to book.
Certain men, the majority of women are going to view as alpha males. You know what I mean? Like the more famous in shape men, most women will view him that way. Like, but granted, if you're 5'1", 400 pounds, most women are not going to view you as an alpha male. And you work at McDonald's, most women won't view you that way. You know what I mean? So like, it's all relative. That is relative. You're correct. 100% correct.
Most won't.
Huh?
You say most won't, so that means some will then. So somebody,
correct.
You're fetishes, man. You know, it's people that
that's
400.
That's what I said.
Do you ever watch my 600-pound show or whatever?
No, that's what I said. If that woman
views always have
it's all subjective to that woman.
Yeah.
It's all subjective. If she views him that way, you know what I mean? Now, like I said, most women view certain men as alpha males. But like I said, just like some men are more attractive to bigger girls, and a lot of men aren't. You know what I mean? Those are just the facts. But some men will prefer a bigger girl when most of society will view a smaller girl. But still those guys that view that woman as higher value. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was just asking you, like, what's a high? I mean, an alpha. You never answered.
Right. That was the question.
Generalization. He has hella resources.
What does that mean?
Around him. That's really it. Those are the two main. Those are the two essential
hella
things.
Resources and what?
She feels safe with him, which a ton of things come under that.
Oh, okay.
A ton of
that's
things.
From your data.
Height helps. Height helps.
Oh, you add.
So height helps.
I'm talking about like a generalization. Height and being in shape is gonna help any man. You know what I mean?
I didn't know height was in the alpha.
He added that.
Women are that's a fact.
Never said
that. That's a fact. There's no getting around it.
Does penis size matter in alpha male?
Yes, not as much as height, but yes, it does.
So you can't be an alpha male with a little penis.
All these rules for women, dog.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You can be an alpha male with a little penis.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
If his height is tall, if you tall with a little penis,
you got to get her mind going. If you get her mind going, you good no matter what.
All right, cool.
Bro, you said, listen, you said hella resources. He feels safe with him, and then you said height. That's an alpha male.
No. You wanted
hella resources.
Because I already knew
that's my new goal, bitch.
Y'all wanted something like y'all wanted something general, like okay,
yeah.
Height is like that's a regular one. You know what I mean?
A regular
but granted, you don't.
I've never thought of height when I thought of alpha male.
You do not got to be tall to be alpha male.
Right. You can be
short. You just said that's a regular alpha male.
He talking about a super large alpha male. We talking about a regular size alpha male.
It's tiers to the alpha male.
There's levels to it.
You can get a small, short, a medium, or extra large.
A grande, a venti, or
a Lord.
The truest form of an alpha male is going to be the truest form of an alpha male is going to be a famous man, a famous rich man with a whole lot of money. That's going to be the highest form of an alpha male. Like Method Man, when Wendy Williams gave anything about, he was at the highest level of alpha male could be at that point in his life. That's why she gave it before she even gave anything some pussy.
She was hot, but what made him?
She was hot.
You cannot leave the coke out of this
No,
story.
she wouldn't have gave me no bath. No, she would have just gave me some ass. She wouldn't have gave me no bath.
She was on coke. She might not have done none of that if she wasn't on coke.
She would have been horny. She would have gave me some ass. She wouldn't have given me no bath. It's a difference. It's a big difference. Her giving a nigga a bath.
Alpha males get the bath.
Her giving a nigga a bath is why she's talking about this shit right now.
Yeah,
that's
alpha males get
right now. I get a nigga a bath.
Yeah,
I got a nigga a bath and he didn't call me the next day. That's why she's talking about this shit 20 years later.
Right.
See, I study this shit for real. I'm not playing with you.
She's
right now because she get a nigga a bath. She done fucked 1,000 niggas. That shit don't mean nothing to her. She get a nigga
but she
bath.
never had a real alpha man. Well, listen, let me ask you this: do you think that was her first bath that she gave a nigga?
On the first date, it might have been.
So it might not have been.
It might have been the only she gave a nigga a bath before she gave him some ass. It probably is the only.
Why can't she just be a whore that was high and just wanted to fucking get somebody a bath?
I know you can't talk about stuff like that. So and you know what I mean. What whores even give niggas baths? Come on, man.
That
would be the least a whore could do for somebody. She's taking it in her ass, and her ear, and her nose.
He's talking about a whore, man. Now you're getting a whore like principle. Like a whore do whatever. If we talking about the same type of shit, a whore.
Right, a whore will do whatever. She didn't say Method Man asked me to give him a bath. She said I gave him a bath. He probably didn't even want no bath. He just wanted to fuck and get the fuck out of there. She wanted to give him a bath. What the like? Come on.
If allegedly,
you know, girl, give me a bath. Niggas don't say shit like that.
When you on coke, you do. When you you say a lot of things.
You're my lawyer. Objection. How do you deal with everybody, man?
She gave that nigga a bath.
Yo, man.
That's why we talk about it right now.
We got to get your logic out there, man.
He felt the feeling of love.
Have to hear this.
When that nigga.
We have the alpha man. You got to tighten it up a little bit, the story, but definitions. But this need to be out there. You got to know what you're saying.
You can't be adding height and weight at the last.
You see how he added that at the end.
It ain't tight. He ain't no Kevin Samuels. He ain't no Kevin Samuels. He got a ways to go, right? He ain't no Kevin Samuels. Greg, we just do this to make you better. So we just do this to kind of help you out, because right now you lacking a little bit. Like Kevin Samuels is.
We want you to be the best red pill you can be.
Yes, man. You got the look. You got the. I see the hooker back there. Hookah. You know what I'm saying? Not the hooker. Yeah, the hooker back there too.
Right, you got the hooker and the hookah, right.
You ready, dog? You just gotta have your shit together, B.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
So every week we're gonna put you through this combine until we feel comfortable with letting you out into the field.
My man. Yo, I just want you to know, I died laughing at your joints, man. At your pictures, man. I'm talking about every time I see it. I say, yo, this nigga crazy. Like, he's crazy. I can't wait to read your caption. Alpha. Beta. Kill all betas. What? Like, listen, we've known each other for a while. When did you get here?
2 years ago. Once I started studying the word.
After his divorce, fam.
After his divorce.
Oh, so that hurt.
I started studying the word.
Wait, did you call it the word?
The word, yeah, the Bible. Once I opened that red Bible,
this guy's crazy. This guy is nuts.
He's crazy. Listen, you my man, bro. As long as you happy, you know what I'm saying. Like, if you start talking radical, like you want to hurt somebody, man, I gotta call the people.
No. A red pill man will never hurt anybody. That's no, never.
Y'all don't hurt anybody.
Fuck no.
Oh, hey, I don't know the rules. I'm learning.
Yeah, you in full control of your emotions. You know,
you alpha, right? Be clear. You alpha.
I'm always trying to. I'm not trying to master myself. I'm nowhere near there yet. But I'm trying to master myself, yeah.
So that's
fam, don't let go. We're gonna move away from this in a minute, like, because we've been on this for a minute. But there has been times when Green has mistakenly sent a text message to the group text to us, to me and RG, thinking that it was the one of his joints, and that joint was full of emotion. When I tell you,
you're not an alpha.
Fam, when I tell you he was spazzing out Oh,
on
I
her.
can't believe
So you don't understand how quick he tried to delete that message.
Deleted that joint so fast
already before he could delete it.
Yeah, don't let him fool you.
You were very emotional.
You know, yeah.
The name of the time is lost in perjury.
Why can't you come over and fuck me?
That may have been before,
live.
Emo. You can't be alpha emo, guys.
I object.
RG, what'd he say?
When you won't come fuck me.
Yo. Hey, listen, I'm gonna leave that alone, man. I ain't even gonna believe that. Not with you with the validation scratched out.
I'm just saying.
No validation.
If I could have screenshot that joint, I would have. But he deleted it so fast.
I hurt somebody.
Yeah, listen. I'm looking at the picture like, yo, you know, it's levels. Like you may be like, yo, right now you just like, yo, I'm getting more validation.
It ain't no pimp shit.
Yeah, all right, cool. We talk now. I get it. You just
the pimp do that shit because they making money with the girl. You know what I mean? How you doing?
Well, hold on. Well, now you are on some pimp shit. You are on some pimp shit.
I don't sell no pussy. No.
Some pimp shit because you have multiple women on different days. You have a Wednesday one. You have a Saturday one. You have multiple ones. So isn't that what pimps do?
Pimps sell pussy, rich girl. That's what they do.
Yeah, that is what they do.
Oh, you a simp.
Do your women know about each other?
Pimps sell pussy. Simps buy pussy. So you buy pussy.
There you go.
Oh, so you're a simp.
Oh, so you agree with me? You do.
Pimps and simps. Pimps sell pussy. Simps buy pussy. You're
right. Which one are you?
Actually, you're a simp.
Right.
I'm not even gonna answer that dumb shit.
Uh-oh. You're at the bottom of the bottle.
The bottom of the cup, honey.
Can we move on? Can we move on from?
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah,
man.
okay.
All right.
Okay,
let's move on, man.
If you have a love line question, because that's what this was all about, feel free.
Right. We're there for an hour.
Email us. Right.
Love line don't usually last this long, huh, bro?
And mind you, before we did this show, I said, y'all, let's try to condense love line in 10 minutes. We had a whole conversation. I said we could try to do love line in 10 minutes, y'all. Here we are an hour later, and we're still on love line. So let's move on because
let's move on.
It's too much. So let's move on.
Listen, I gotta come back because I want to. Green really got. Listen.
Fab, you have an open invitation. You can come back whenever you want.
Got to be. Green has to. This is wildest shit ever to me.